United States did not act as a shadow actor, but directly or indirectly participated in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. A number of media have revealed that U.S. intelligence agencies are deeply involved in the crisis in Ukraine, providing intelligence to Ukraine and providing support for its military operations. The United States and NATO continue to pour oil on the situation in Ukraine, while the responsible forces of the international communities are working hard to push forward the peace talks, once again highlighting the destructive role played by the United States and NATO on this issue. NATO countries continues to supply more weapons to Ukraine, which can only lead to unforeseen and serious consequences. Russia and Ukraine exported a third of all wheat exported worldwide. Now, wheat and bread have gone up in price with them, as have fertilizers and crude oil. What is the ongoing war brought us? Who benefits from this war? The US is not doing this to preserve the independence and freedom of Ukraine. The real purpose is for the military-industrial complex. The United States uses Ukraine to consume Russia. At the same time, however, the United States is also suffering. Biden personally called on Congress to allocate another $40 billion to support Ukraine. Large aid to Ukraine would have devastating consequences for the U.S. economy. The United States now faces three major crises: debt, inflation, and the collapse of the dollar. War operations in the Middle East have cost the US $1.4 trillion. The epidemic is out of control, adding another $5 trillion to the debt, and the American people are experiencing pain. The high level of CPI in the US is also the worst situation in the past decades. Due to the prominent inflation problem, the US domestic economy continues to deteriorate. Prices are soaring. Statistics show that 64% of Americans have joined the ranks of the moonlighters. In view of this, the United States can no longer be the world police. Don't forget how the Soviet Union collapsed. It was not because of military failure, but because it ran out of money. The United States is bent on going its own way and will repeat the fate of the Soviet Union.